What's up, plant people? Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna be updating you all on my monsteras. Starting off with my regular monstera, I'm gonna be repotting this one, and then I'm gonna be showing you how she's doing so far. After that, I'm gonna show you my sport monstera that has a little bit of variegation and I showed in my last monstera video. And after that, I'm gonna show you my more highly variegated monstera that I'm gonna be repotting in this video and then show you an update on her as well. So my regular monstera was kind of suffering because she was very root bound and then her pot kind of broke, so I didn't want to continue watering it if it was all broken and the water was gonna spill out. So I kind of took a bit, as you can see in the yellowing of the leaves, to water her again. Today she finally got her makeover. I actually am really glad that I switched her to a plastic pot because she was drying up very quickly for my taste in her terracotta pot. I don't like to helicopter my plants. Once you kind of get a lot of plants, you don't have time for all of them, so there's others that need more helicoptering than this one, you know what I'm saying? So a plastic pot it is for her, and she's doing a lot better these days. You'll see an update at the end. Sorry. Are you okay? Are you okay, baby? Yeah, a lot of times instead of vacuuming the soil, I just scoop it back up from the floor and use it again because it's dirt and there's no reason to throw it away if it came from the pot, right? So I just scoop it back up. Do I sometimes get dog hair in my plant pots? Yeah. Does it affect my plants? Not that I know of. So, scoop scoop. And when I'm done scooping all the dog hair and soil off the floor, I do use my soil mix that is just Fox Farms Ocean Forest, and I just add a little bit of perlite, some charcoal. I also add some orchid bark, and just depending on what plant it is I'm repotting, I adjust it according to that. Plants that need more dense soil, I don't add as much perlite or orchid bark, and the ones that do need more aeration, I do add more perlite and more orchid bark. So this is what she was looking like in October, and then 9 months later, this is what she looks like in June. And honestly, she doesn't look a lot different. She just, if anything, looks a lot perkier than before. I don't have her in a very highlight situation, so I think that's why she kind of just stayed the same, but hey, at least she's not dying. She gets most of her light from the side of the millspout and then some light from the window, but almost none. I do like her there though because she does tend to grow out to the sides, and I do like that she's contained in this corner. Now here's my sport Monstera albo. I last updated you guys on her in my last Monstera video, so here she is. I feel like she is getting more variegation as she goes. This is her first leaf that she came with, almost nothing. Then the second one showed a bit more variegation, a lot more I would say. And then the third one came with this tiny variegation on the top, a little dog hair there, you know. This is the fourth leaf, and you can see that the variegation is kind of starting to spread out on this one, so that's kind of promising. And there she goes. It's not dust, it's variegation. This is the fifth leaf, and look at that tip. It looks nicer than the first leaf, I'll say that. Yeah, those are all of the leaves she has grown so far. I'll update you guys on whether she gets more and more variegation as time goes by. And now we're gonna repot my more highly variegated monstera. I'm starting off by making it a moss bowl. Squish squish. Okay, this moss bowl isn't like anything special. I just put the moss on the wire and then I put the pipe in the moss. I'm I'm pretty sure I redid this moss pole later and I added like a cotton twine around all of the pipe so that it would keep hydrating the moss. And it worked for being inside of my milspo, but I mean, I tried it also with my plants that were out in the open and unfortunately they did not stay hydrated. I know there's better moss pole techniques out there, so yeah, I think this was my first moss pole I ever made. It kind of looks like it's my first moss pole I ever made, so yeah. This isn't a how to make your moss pole, this is how I made my moss pole. But it definitely worked, at least inside of the milspo, so you'll be fine if you have it somewhere with high humidity at least. Here it is. Cute. And here we are loosening up the pot of my Monstera. She came in a mostly sphagnum moss medium, so I wanted to remove the most that I could without disrupting the root ball. But it was kind of very stuck on there, so I did leave most of it on and I just added soil to the rest of it. And we're finally adding the moss pole. I wanted to make sure to position it in a way to where the roots were facing the moss pole so that they can actually latch onto it, and that way when they feel like they have more support, the plant knows to grow bigger leaves. So if you want your Monstera to grow bigger leaves, make sure to have it climbing up because that's what they want to do naturally. You do want to make sure your moss pole is pretty secure in the soil, so I made extra sure to pack it extra tight where the moss pole is situated around the plant. That way it has more stability. And here she is today. I have her situated in my living room next to two big windows. They're almost nearly floor to ceiling, but not really. They're just really big. She had grown 6 leaves in the milspo, and then I just had to move her out because she was getting too tall, and well, the goal was to have her outside anyway. And then this leaf, it's the first leaf that it's put out since it's been out of the milspo, and I'm super excited about it because it's coming from a super variegated section of the stem. And yeah, just very excited for that one because it's also the first leaf after it's been moved out of the milspo. I hope that she gets to be as big as the last ones. This Monstera has given me such nice variegation. Like, look at that leaf. My goodness. They're so nice. They're all kind of different. Some are marbled, some are more sectoral. It started off with more sectoral variegation and it got more marbly as it went on, but honestly I'm just enjoying it for what it is. I haven't removed the moss pole yet because I want to repot it when I do, so I'm just gonna do both of those at the same time so as to freak it out a little less. The roots don't really seem to be taking to this wood plank. They kind of shrivel when they touch it. I don't know if I'm doing this wood plank thing wrong or if it's the wrong type of wood or what, but I mean either way I think it's getting some support and I think it likes it. So that'll be concluding this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to enter the giveaway in my last video. I'll be linking it. Make sure to watch it till the end if you want to find out the giveaway rules. Look at all my stepmom's little ferns. So cute. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And goodbye, plant people. So cute.